도쿄 프로 챔피언 올림피아 퀄리파이어 Edvan Palmeira Joven Sagabain from Philippines.
I want to welcome back everyone to the channel, and I want to thank everyone for being here. It's a very special time. The Olympia is 65 days away. 65 days away until the 2023 Men's Physique Mr. Olympia, and obviously I couldn't be any more excited, man. There's so much to talk about in this video, so much to go over. I'm talking about 8-9 different athletes, a couple different shows. I love you guys a tons. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into another amazing video. Let's go. Joven Sagabain! I'm sure most of you guys know by now the 2023 Tokyo Pro is over with. Joven Sagabain wins first place. He's officially qualified for the Mr. Olympia. Filipino King Jeremy Buendia 3.0. Mr. Vinsthetics has done it. One and done. Last year it took him a couple tries. This year it took him one try. It was the Tokyo Pro, and he took down a very, very, very competitive, a very dangerous Shun Kaneko, and a physique that I really, really like. Here's both of these guys' individual posing routines. We have Joven on the left in the yellow, some pretty sick stage shorts, I might say, and we have Shun Kaneko on the right in those blue stage shorts. And I talked about this before in my previous video. These were my predictions. I said, guys, Joven's going to win this thing. And because Shun just doesn't have enough muscle to battle with Joven Sagabain, he will not be able to beat Joven. And here you go, boys. My predictions were right. Crazy ass Asian lineup in Tokyo. I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of your favorite Asian athletes up here. Here's Shun and Joven, a really good look from the front. Again, Shun aesthetic, beautiful V-taper from the front. I love how the lats flare, but Joven is just extremely aesthetic and just has that round, bubbly muscle that is hard to deal with, boys. It's hard to beat Joven Sagabain when he is at his best, and this weekend at the Tokyo Pro, I thought he looked phenomenal. Here's a really cool shot from the back. I think this was your top three, and again, this just shows the muscle maturity on Joven is just next level. This guy has a lot of muscle, and it looks really good. I think it's okay to have a lot of muscle in men's physique as long as you're still aesthetic. And one thing we always hear from around the league, and I don't know how true this is, but there's definitely some truth to this, guys. Shows are won from the back. Joven looked great from the front. Here's a still shot from the back. Joven Sagabain with the most muscle, a really nice V-taper. Just craziness from our guy, Joven Sagabain. The guy went out into the crowd. I was looking at the stories all weekend. Joven was in the crowd and actually there posing in the middle of the show, during the show, hitting back double biceps, looking insane. Look at this shot, guys. This is crazy. Joven Sagabain is so muscularly developed. It's unreal. The journey that I have been following with Joven Sagabain over the last couple years, I'm sure you guys have been following the channel. It's nuts. It is absolutely crazy. This guy is the Philippine pride right here. But the thing is, Joven needs to beat this look. And this was his last year's Olympia performance. He is no longer a rookie Olympian. This will be his second year at the Mr. Olympia. And I thought last year him and Jeremy Buendia, his coach, brought a phenomenal package. This guy looked great. I don't think it was a case of conditioning or posing or stage presence with Joven. Maybe they wanted a more balanced physique with the arms. I truly felt like we got that this weekend in Tokyo based off those videos and photos that I just showed you, boys. This is a dangerous ass man right here. This is a bad mother boy. Like JB said, he said every goal that Joven Sagabain has put in front of himself, he's achieved it. He has achieved it, and he's one of the most humble, kind dudes ever. As soon as he won, we were talking in the DMs a little bit, and I briefly got to talk with Joven. Such a nice dude. And when I talk about a men's physique pro, men's physique Olympian, and I like the dude, and they're a humble dude, and they're a kind dude, I really, really like to talk about him. That's why this guy, Joven Sagabain, gets a 5, 6, 7-minute segment on the channel. I got a few questions, though, for Joven. Just like last year, is Joven Sagabain going to spend a few weeks at Jeremy Buendia's house prepping for the Mr. Olympia? Because now we have Jeremy Buendia and Joven Sagabain both competing on the same exact Olympia stage in November. I'm going to lose my shit. I actually might go to the Mr. Olympia and vlog that thing and show you guys my personal experience. It's going to be nuts. Joven Sagabain says grateful. To my Kuya, mentor and coach, Jeremy Buendia, thank you for always believing in me and inspiring me to be the best I can be. My dream of sharing the O stage with you will finally come true. Last year when Joven went to the Olympia, boys, Jeremy Buendia did not officially announce his comeback. Jeremy did show up to the Olympia to support Joven and to check out all the athletes, but Jeremy was not competing. This year in 2023, in 65 days, we're going to see a 4-time men's physique Mr. Olympia champ who is Filipino, Jeremy Buendia, and his prodigy, Mr. Vinsthetics. I don't think a lot of people call him that anymore, but I thought that was a sick name that he called himself, that he coined. I don't know who coined that term, but I love it, man. And he gives a big shout out to his wife, man. And I want to shout out his wife because I'm sure as a family, the Sagabains are going to be watching this. I have my beautiful girlfriend here who supports and encourages me. So let's see this. He says to Emarino, I could not do this without you. Thank you for always supporting me and being the best mother to our children. Joven Sagabain is officially qualified for the Olympia in August. It took one show. Again, shout out and much respect to Shun Kaneko for challenging Joven Sagabain. But guys, Joven is just too damn much. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? Just based off this back, does anyone really know who this is? Because I didn't at first glance. He's gotten so much bigger. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the second highest ranked Brazilian men's physique Olympian on planet Earth, Edvan Palmeira, looking massive. If there was any critiques that I had for Edvan last year coming off that Olympia stage, by the way, he got 5th place at that Mr. Olympia last year. His Olympia debut out of Brazil, a 5th place finish. It was to put on that size. I'm looking at these I'm looking at these videos now. Holy shit, Edvan has 8 old Edvan. This is a bigger, better shaped Edvan Palmeira. When I say better shape, I mean he has more muscle, so it looks like his physique has a better silhouette. More muscle, more mass. Still, the aesthetics are crazy. Look at this. Vascularity going nuts. One of the most grainy men's physique Olympians on planet Earth. And him and his new coach. Remember, boys, he was with Rude Boy 212. Shout out to my boy, Rude Boy. But now he's with Coach Cuts, who coaches the Mr. Olympia, Aaron Banks, and whatever they have been putting together over the last few weeks, boys, has been insane, and the results speak for themselves. Edvan is under 2 weeks out of his next men's physique show. He still needs to qualify for the Olympia, but whatever show he does, I probably have Edvan winning that show, unless it's in Brazil, because Brazil has some hitters, boys. I'm curious to see what show Edvan is going to do. Very, very dangerous, aesthetic, bigger Edvan Palmeira. Look at this photo, boys. I love this photo. Here on the left, we have Aaron Banks, Mr. Olympia, the men's physique division. In the middle is 3rd in the world for 2 years in a row. doesn't matter if you don't have a six-pack in men's physique, as long as you got everything else, apparently, is Diogo Montenegro. No hate on Diogo. I love that guy. I've interviewed Diogo. He's a great dude, family dude. Third in the world, and on the right is fifth in the world, another Brazilian, Edvan Palmeira. I'm telling you, boys, mark my words. I talk about Asia and their rise, and I think they're going to continue to rise and be competitive in men's physique. But Brazil is on a completely different level. Brazil is just nuts. When I think about Asian guys, I think about aesthetics, flow. That's what I think about with Asian guys. Small waist, broad shoulders, really nice shape. When I think about Brazil, I think about all that with their guys. But then I just think about that freak factor, that graininess factor, that muscularity factor. And that's what Brazil brings. Edvan Palmeira, welcome, my friend. You are on the channel this Monday morning. He is 2 weeks out from his show. He still needs to qualify. Cuts, his coach, Edvan, keep working that magic because it's working out really well. I cannot wait to see this physique on stage.
So I got my epidural done on Wednesday, and one of the side effects are non-stop hiccups, and I've had them non-stop since Wednesday, morning and night. Interrupted my sleep all night last night. Probably got like 2 or 3 hours max. Woke up at 5 a.m. this morning to a vicious attack of hiccups. The only time they go away is when I'm on the stair climber. It's been pretty miserable the last few days, but we're pushing through. Last time I had my epidural done, it lasted 3 days of hiccups. So hopefully this will be the last day. But if you guys ever had hiccups for an extended period of time, it's one of the most annoying things on the planet. I've tried every home remedy, everything. It doesn't work.
Yo, someone help Jeremy Buendia out with these hiccups, bro. I've never heard of that, and if that ever happened to me, that sounds like the most miserable thing ever. Imagine not being able to sleep because you're hiccuping. I mean, after a while, I feel like my chest and my throat would hurt. Jeremy Buendia, man, I really appreciate him sharing everything in his life leading up to this prep. And a lot of people, I've had a couple of people in my DMs lately say, man, all Jeremy is doing is complaining and he's always hurt. It's like, guys, we should respect Jeremy for opening up about his life, about his health, about this entire prep to us. I think it's pretty cool. What I don't think is cool is these motherfucking hiccups that are bothering the 4-time champ. I want to see, I said this months ago, I want to see the healthiest Jeremy Buendia we can see. I've never heard of this hiccup thing in my life from an epidural in his neck. No physique update from Jeremy Buendia today, but I got a hiccup update from Jeremy Buendia. Don't you boys worry. I have not forgot about the United Kingdom, and no, I'm actually not talking about Ryan Terry. I'm talking about these two beasts. Shout out to Titan Cause, their coach, for tagging me in these videos and showing me these crazy pig aesthetic dudes coming out of the United Kingdom. On the left, we have 6'5". Did I say that right? 6'5" Adeyemi Awoyemi. I practiced that for fucking hours. I did pretty good there. 6'5", and aesthetics are going crazy. He was at the Olympia last year for his Olympia debut. Didn't place, but he looks freaky. On the right is Emil Walker, another crazy, muscular, aesthetic, freaky men's physique pro. I love the freaks, boys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love the freaks. I first started following bodybuilding. Kai Green, Phil Heath, all these giant dudes. So, of course, I like a little bit of muscle on my men's physique guys. I like big men's physique guys as long as they are very aesthetic. One thing about 6'5" Adeyemi Awoyemi, boys, is he is the tallest Olympian, I believe, ever that has competed in the men's physique division. I mean, you guys can do your research. Who the hell stepped on the men's physique stage last year that had aesthetics like that was 6'5"? Both of these guys need to qualify for the Olympia, and I'm telling you, boys, they're going to do it. They're just very, very dominant with their physiques. When they're up there on stage, I've talked about Emil Walker before, especially that back. Your eyes are just drawn to these guys because they carry those aesthetics, and they carry just so much muscle. These physiques truly go nuts. Again, Emil Walker on the right and 6'5". I mean, this is tall guy motivation. If you're over 6'2" and you're trying to get into men's physique, maybe check out 6'5" Adeyemi Oyemi, one of the only guys this year to beat Corey Morris. And that's a hell of a statement, because there's a lot of people that are a part of this channel, and thank you for being a part of this channel, guys, that have Corey Morris beating Aaron Banks and winning the Mr. Olympia. And this guy who says, hey, I'm sick of the cap. I'm sick of people not believing in me, thinking I'm not going to be in that top 7. Emmanuel Hunter is insane. Look at those tits. They are so damn round. The vascularity is crazy. You guys already know Emmanuel Hunter has a beautiful shape, and I'm going to say this again. He beat Corey Morris this year. That is not a small statement to make. Who in the men's physique division can step on stage this weekend and beat the Delt King, Corey Morris? Emmanuel Hunter says, I'm 322 pounds. I'm ugly. My body fat is -17. He says that gum that I'm chewing is 2.5 hours old because I'm hungry. I have 11 blowout veins. I don't know why my nips are hard. I think I'm getting a 7th ab. I need another haircut. Don't think I put deodorant on today. I smell like fried bologna? What is that? Bologna? What the fuck is that word? And my pockets are doing weird things. I no longer have a neck. Emmanuel Hunter, not only does he have an amazing physique, not only did he place top 12 at the Olympia last year for his Olympia debut, but I think Emmanuel Hunter, with this back right here, boys, with this back right here, he needs, and I think he needs to crack that top 10. I'm sure Emmanuel Hunter wants to be in that top 5. Can he be in the top 5 this year? Of course he can. Of course he can, but I think some improvements, the progression that I'd like to see is at least in that top 10. Maybe a 7th or 8th place finish for Emmanuel in his second year at the Olympia would be amazing. A lot of people forget about Emmanuel. I don't talk about him very often, but I'm going to say it for the 7th time, because I can't think of very many people that can step on stage with our boy Corey Morris and smoke his ass other than Emmanuel Hunter and me.
And you.
And me. No, I can't smoke. I can't smoke, Corey. They're going to be like, what the
Yeah.
It's gone to your head. All this TRT you're taking, heart. Yo, I want to talk about the only Indonesian. Indonesia. I want to talk about whoa, that was aggressive, Chris Putra. The only Indonesian pro that was on that Tokyo stage. My guy who's hitting this the most fucking aggressive I've ever seen. I think he won the Olympia Amateur last year. A wonderful physique, a very dense, muscular physique, aesthetic physique. Posing is probably a little bit too much, but I like this guy. Man, he pulls that thing fucking hard though. Chris Putra, let's have a little bit more flow with that, brother. I don't think he scored in the top 5 at this show, but this is why I love men's physique, man. We have guys from Indonesia looking this good, competing on stage. Can you imagine where men's physique is going to be in 10 years? Speaking of Indonesia, a little bit off topic here, but if you guys have not seen The Raid, an Indonesian film, an action film, one of the best action movies ever, and you guys have to see it. I'm sure some of you, when you're looking at this right now, you're going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, hard. I love that movie, dude. The fight scenes were amazing. Trust me. I'm going to do you guys a favor when you have time today or this week, and whenever you do, go watch The Raid. It's an Indonesian film, just like Chris Putra, and it's phenomenal. A lot of people have been tagging me in this 54-year-old videos. This physique goes nuts. 54 years old looking like this. I'm going to say it again, boys. I love the freaks. Whose dad is looking like this at 54 years old? Where would you put any more muscle on this physique? This guy is capped out. You can't put 1 more ounce of tissue on this shape. And the fact that he's 54 years old looking like this is nuts. Yes, you can blame it on the gear and the steroids and all that shit, but the discipline that it takes at being a 54-year-old man to try and hold this shape is unreal. I want to meet this dude. I want to shake his hand. Then I want to step away because he looks like a fucking mutant. You guys have been tagging me on this guy all week long for the last 2 weeks. Here he is. That's my opinion. I think he's a freak, not only for looking like a freak, but for being 54 years old and looking like this. So much muscle and so damn grainy. I know you guys saw this over the weekend. Who the hell is this kid? He literally won the calf lottery at birth. Look at these calves on this little kid. His calves are twice as big as my calves, and he's 6 years old. Are you kidding me right now? They're huge. They're shaped. The left one's a little bit bigger than the right. My right's a little bit bigger than the left. I feel like it's hard to have perfectly symmetrical calves on both legs, but I've never seen anything like this. This guy, or this kid, this child, holy crap, this guy pointing at this child's calves. This kid's going viral. I've been seeing a lot of bodybuilding channels cover it. I had to cover it because I've never seen anything like it. And the number one thing that gets ragged in men's physique is calves. So let's do a little baby segment on calves. I used to think that calves didn't grow. I was not born with the biggest calves. If I was flexible enough, I'd flip a leg up right now. You could see my calf. I'm just not. But you can grow your calves. I will say they're probably one of the hardest muscle groups on the human body to grow. And that could either be because people don't really train them right, or just genetically, biologically, they're just hard to grow. So to see this child be gifted these massive grown man bodybuilding calves is unreal. Please let me know what you guys think of this kid's calves in the comments down below. I like every single comment. I see every single comment. I read every single comment, and I respond to most of them. This kid needs to be famous, man. This kid needs to show up at the Olympia and go up there with those open guys and just show the calves. Just show the calves and battle it out there with Nick Walker and Andrew Jackson shit. Someone said they saw me backstage the other day. I don't know if they were making a joke or not, but they said, "Hey, Hart, I found a guy that looks just like you." What do you think about that, boo?
It's the hair.
It's the hair. It's got to be the hair. I mean, what else? I mean, he looks tall because he's standing next to a short guy, and he doesn't really have calves, which kind of, looks like me too. But it's got to be the hair. The hair is almost like the same length. I don't know who this dude is. If you guys can send me this dude's profile, I will personally reach out to this guy and say, "Hey, bro, we're twinning." I had like 30 people this weekend say, "Dude, you look like Hart McGrath," or "This guy looks like you, Hart." I just thought this was hilarious, dude. He kind of does. It's kind of an insult. I'm not going to say why, but it kind of does look like me as well, boys. We are 65 days out of the Mr. Olympia, and I have a huge announcement to make, boys. Listen up. Big announcement. I will start going live once a week leading up to the Olympia. I don't know when I'm going to do it. It's going to be in the next few weeks. It could be in the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, but before the Olympia starts, a few weeks before the Olympia, I'm going to start going live for like 3-4 hours. I'm going to have all you guys on here, and we can talk about anything you want. We'll probably just dive further into detail about the Tokyo Pro and really go over every single athlete, and I can see what you guys have to say, and I can respond to that shit. So that's going to be really, 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 really exciting. I cannot wait to make that a habit, a routine, start going live with all you guys and just start talking about physiques, man. Yeah, that's the video. It's Monday, August 28th, 5:54 in the morning. I could not be more excited. I love you guys so much, man. The support has been crazy. We're almost at 67,000 subscribers. I promise you guys, my goal is to hit 100K by the end of the year. I think we can do it with Olympia coming and Jeremy coming back to the O and all this hype happening. I think we can hit 100K, boys, but I wouldn't be able to do that shit without you guys. So I really do love you boys for that, man. If you guys are interested in Huge, whether it's some pre-workout, Rect, which I love, whether it's the Magnify, which you guys have been buying this like crazy. I'm surprised this shit ain't sold out. It might be sold out. Whether it's some BCAAs, you guys need that intro workout. Get some BCAAs in your system. Put this in your shaker bottle. Sip it throughout your workout. You're going to feel a lot better during your workout. Trust me, you need that. That was a good catch, huh? Creatine as well. We got it all over at Huge. Anything that you guys buy and that you use my code, it does directly support me and my family. So it is Huge. It is the number one way to support me is by using the code, or you can click the link down in the description as well. It'll take you straight to the website. Anything you buy through there, I'll get a percentage of that. You guys will get a deal, but more importantly, you'll get some really good supplements that you can use to better your physique, to help you feel better in the gym, as well as recovery after the gym. We got it all at Huge, man. If you guys are interested in coaching, you can send me a DM. I have very limited spots available. I'm only working with a small handful of guys. I could work with 30, 40, 50 dudes, but I really like to put a lot of attention in a small group of guys and put a lot of focus with those guys. I don't need to have 50 dudes. Nothing against coaches who have 50 guys. I just like it small. I like my group, tight packed, and just give them the attention that they need, man. I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope this video started off your week in an awesome way. I hope you can feel the energy. Again, I love you guys. Go attack the day. Feel good about yourself. Go do the hard things. Go work out. Have a rest day if that's what you need to do. Eat your meals. Stretch. Hit abs if you haven't hit abs in a while. Guys, feel good about yourself. Work hard. Work hard. Be better the next time I see you. That's right. I want to see you guys next time on Thursday. In like 3 days, I want you to sit down on the couch, turn on this video, and I want you to know in your heart that you got better. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'm out.